Well, I got my injectors off. Had to remove that and disassemble most of the head. Now, when you're having to do your fuel rails on a 460, you don't have to take off or remove this whole head unit. All you have to do is, there's 2 bolts on the side here that hold this bracket on, and 4 bolts to tighten for this face. You pull the face off, you pull this off, and you have access to your fuel rail. You have access on this side. You don't have to remove all of this stuff. You pull out your plugs, you pull out this plugs into that right there, so you just pull this off, put it aside, and then you make sure you put it back when you pull your plugs off. But you're gonna need extensions and bendy units. And now I've got all my parts lined up, how I took them off. Got a 7/16, 7/16. I've got, let's see, a 1/2 inch and a 3/8. Your bolts are all going to be, there's your 4 bolts for the face, 2 bolts for your bracket. Then you have your fuel rail bolts and your nuts that hold the brackets for your wire assembly to it. You're going to take off your hose, pull off your distributor wires, put them aside, each side, disassemble your wires that are in your way, such as your coil, your air, and do that right there. And then you slowly work your way back. And what I do is, every one that I take off, I wrap in tape and mark with the cylinder number, so I know which one's which, so I can tell which head is acting up. Now these are all refurbished, and they are disgusting. And I was having a miss in one of them, and I think I found the culprit is number 5, because it's got a huge crack in the head. Let's see. Come on, focus. There. Yeah. Pulled it out looking like that. So, I mean, with all the running rich and running lean and all the problems that I had with all the other parts, there's a huge buildup. Now I'm gonna get my my snake cam out with light, and I'm gonna go in each fuel injector head and take a look to see what it looks like inside, see what the inside of the engine looks like. The actual throttle body pulled off, and I've got over here, spent a little bit of time cleaning it up, but it was absolutely filthy in here, to the point where you could not see light around the head. See that top? That's the gap that's supposed to give you air so that your engine can breathe, because you've got your breather in there. You got your breather in there that's supposed to put air in, and it's like it's only breathing through that, but that doesn't get enough air to idle, because that's your idle air. That's going straight down in. Well, you have to have a little bit of air going through here to counter it, give it some kind of pressure. Well, mine was completely clogged, and my actual throttle itself, it was a pain. It was a pain to move. I mean, you could not move these at all. Now it's like I just grab it and flip it, and before you couldn't move it. Now it's like I just flip it. Look at that, easy. Before it was 6-7 pounds of pressure to get past all the gum in there. Now it's like, it's a little bit of little bit of stuff there. But I mean, once you get this off, I mean, you clean the inside here, clean the inside back here, get that all shined up. See, like people don't realize that this little guy right here, that's important. That has to have an airflow. It builds a vacuum in there. And you have to have that so that you don't blow your head. And mine was clogged. This whole damn thing was clogged. Look at that gunk that just came out of there. But doing the fuel rails, gotta clean that up, make sure that's fine and dandy. Now this guy's just that high temperature poly stuff, but I might get a new one. I don't know. Tomorrow's payday, so there's that. But when I get my parts in, my actual injectors in, I'm still waiting on them. I'm gonna throw them in, put this all back together, then I got my OBD1 tester. I'm gonna plug it on here, do the test when it's not running, and then do the test when it's running. Because I got new fuses or new relays. The green one is fuel, and the brown one is ECM or EEC. I mean. So before taking it all apart like this, I tested it out and it ran a lot better, but there was still that shimmy in there from a miss, and I'm thinking it's because those were all clogged and not providing the right oomph. So I'm gonna go get my camera and run it through here and take a look, and then close up shop for the day.